Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullah. Euzu billahi mineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi şrah li sadri ve yessir li emri ve hlul ukdeten min lisani yefkahu kavli ve ceal li veziran min ehli Harun ahi üştüd bihi ezri ve yeşriku fi emri key nusebbihake kethira ve nezkurake kethira. İnneke kunte bina basira. Ve sallallahu ala Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve ashabihi ve etbahi ve sellem. Rabbena gfir lena verhamna ve ente hayrul rahimin. Amin. Velhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Amin. We have been studying the treatise, the section of the Risale-i on Ascension of the Prophet alayhi salatu vesselam. And the author gave us an example of a sultan who has his representatives in different departments, and in different departments, the sultan appears to be present. He is present there with his having some qualities that, for example, in the army military department, he is there as a commander-in-chief. In the Department of Justice, he is present there. Of course, everything is taken care of according to his will, and this will manifests there as the judge, the all judge, perfect judge, etc. Now, because the creator of the universe is or must be an absolute being doesn't need a representative to a point so that they will execute his wills, because the sultan, the human sultan, cannot execute everything there, even almost nothing really. But his power, his qualities are present there. This example is transferred to the creator of the universe, and the creator of the universe must be absolute, and he doesn't really need any representative. He directly manifests his qualities at different levels of existence. These levels are described in this book as the utmost level of manifestation of his qualities in a different perspective, with different level of existence. For example, we can see in the life of a human being, we know that consciousness and life is much more apparent there, manifesting, but it doesn't mean that there are not other names, qualities of the creator are not manifested, but they are secondary. The dominant manifestation of name is life, in human life, in animate life. If we look at the stars, we see that the absolute power of the creator manifesting itself at the highest level, but the others also knowledge, wisdom, will, purpose, organization, beautifying, measuring, creating with measurement, creating within an order, they are all there. So, this creator is expected to take one of the representative of mankind to his presence in a way that he will be educated, because he is the one who is potentially ready for this. This is the prophet. So this prophet is taken by God through the journey, uh, uh, by a journey through the universe, so that the whole manifestation levels of creation will be introduced to him, so that he will realize that at each level of existence, the main, this great name of God, the Creator, is manifested. The other names are uh, secondary, subordinated to this name, manifestation-wise, as we see it. But everything is created with God directly as the manifestation of his names. So in this way of speech, we understand that, in this way of creation, we understand that uh, by studying one thing, although in one thing, one particular name is most obviously manifesting itself, but the other names also are there. So by studying one of the created beings, we can really understand who the creator of the whole universe is, because this one thing is located within the existence of the universe in relation with the rest of the universe, so that within this relationship, this creator can or is manifesting himself and introducing himself to conscious human beings. So uh, we don't have to investigate the whole universe in order to find out God particle if there is somewhere here or there. Every particle is itself, if it is assumed that they are the source of their own existence, uh, it is a God, because he creates itself and locates itself within the whole universe. It means he is capable of understanding, knowing, and arranging everything, what is going on in the entirety of the universe. But we see that these beings are just made up of matter which doesn't have any quality whatsoever at all. So everything, we conclude, everything must be created by a one who creates the whole universe. So this creator wants to educate, or this most appropriate person, most ready person, potentially ready person, to introduce all the levels of the creation, levels of the manifestations of his names, his qualities, so that he took him to his throne with a uh, unimaginable, humanly unimaginable way, so that in one instant, according to our calculation, in one instant, he went through whole the universe, not himself, but the creator realized, actualized it. So when we investigate the quality of the creator, he creates everything with every moment, the whole things in the universe, with only willing them to exist. That is so simple, which is represented in the Quran in original language, kun fayakun, and translated as be and it is. That's it. He willed it, he willed something to exist, immediately it exists. So the one who creates the universe with no difficulty, the whole universe, why this one, the same one, could not be able to take one of the human beings and within his capacity travel or take this one person uh, to a journey which goes through the whole universe within the capacity of the creator in an instant. The whole universe is created in an instant within the capacity of the universe. So we understand this. So he went through stage by stage, layer by layer of existence. Each layer, so far we studied that he met with the prophets who represented different names at their mission of prophethood, messengership. So the Quran says there are 7 layers of the heavens. Now, what we understand from it, there are several layers. According to your understanding of the greatest name of God manifesting itself in the universe, generally it represents this layer of creation is represented by this greatest name, which is called Ismul Azam in Islamic tradition. As far as your understanding is concerned, this layer, the layer changes, but Nursi took it as appropriate to the 7 layers of the heavens as it is described in the language. So he took 7 greatest name as the most appropriate or the most obvious manifestations of the names uh, in the existence of the universe. Make it appropriate to the literal understanding of the Quranic message. That is interesting. So this is what the prophet was given the opportunity to experience it in an instant. How about ourselves? Now we are here. No. How about ourselves? How are we going to realize what is taught to us in this narration of revelation? How are we going to realize it? Now he says, you can do it as well. But of course, God creates, but we are not miraculously given a journey. Or the universe is miraculously created, fine. The prophets' miracles are created with kun fayakun. All the prophetic miracles are realized by God in an instant. So because it doesn't take time for God to create, who creates the universe in a continuous change. So he says, let's apply it to our practical life. What can we do? Look, we are given here, we should read now where we left off last week. Like ordinary human beings travel in the mind with the speed of imagination. And ordinary, yeah, we have to say, I'm an ordinary man, so I don't claim anything more. I can't. So that is what I am. I can travel all the universe, 7 layers of the heavens in my mind with the speed of imagination. And there are some people who developed their realization, which is use their capacity of their spirit much more than I did because I am mostly involved with in my bodily relationship with the universe. But some people may have been specialized in training their human capacity. So rather than using their mind, they may use their heart. That's why the text says, and saints, those people who improved, worked on very much so that their senses, feelings improved, so that the representative of the senses, this improved senses, uh, can journey in the heart, not in the mind, but in the heart, with the speed of lightning. It means just go through the universe as, and to see the manifestation of the Creator's names, qualities, because they have been training themselves to look at everything in order to see which kind of qualities are manifested there. When I look at an, let's say, a banana, I look at it either it is body and maybe it is colorant, and that thinking that I'm going to eat it to feed my body. That's my relationship with the banana. And maybe some people are more serious about the nutritious quality of banana. They think that if they eat it, they will get these nutrition elements, or the elements in it is nutritious qualities, depending on your concentration. So if, for example, an artist may say, let me take this one banana and make a perfect picture of it, imitate its form and color, design, decoration, depending on your intention. So some people's intention uh, is to see the manifested qualities of its creator and appear to be in the form of a banana. These people travel by using their senses, which is represented by heart, in the heart with the speed of lightning, so that as soon as they see a banana, today's example, banana, they see the creator, absolute creator is creating banana, form giver, and also the one who creates everything with uh, design, and also wisdom in its creation, so that it will be food for other beings. So the wisdom, knowledge, measurement, measuring it perfectly, etc. So he sees the banana as the throne of the creator, as the throne of the creator's qualities manifested on it, and in the banana, who resides there. It means who is really representing the ownership in the existence of the banana is the one, because banana exists within the context of the whole universe. Without the sun, without the gravity of the earth, without air, without climate change or this seasonal changes and the water coming down from the clouds, the banana doesn't exist. So it is located in the universe in such a way that only the one who is under his authority, the whole universe can create the banana. So this kind of people can communicate with the creator and be at the presence of creator while they are reflecting on the existence of banana with the speed of lightning. Possible? For example, if I take my car to a really, really professional mechanic, As soon as he turns the engine, listens to its noise, the way it works, he said, this is something wrong here. But when I look at it, it means nothing to me. Something strange noises coming, unaccustomed noises coming. But is it something is, I don't know the names of it, the engine pipes or something, whatever it is, or the casket they call it. For example, engine casket is leaking. That's it, finish. Speed of lightning, because of his speciality. We have to be very careful what our speciality is as far as acknowledging our Creator. That is a great experience. I think that would be a great experience for us. It is amazing. Anyway, for me. And I think it must be exciting for you too. So there are different qualities of the creatures, and there are different types of ascension among different kinds of creatures. Like angels now, what do they do? Which are luminous bodies. Now, it is not material, immaterial existence. Luminous, it means not material. Material body is restricted. You can imagine, but you cannot go materially, bodily, what you are imagining or where you are imagining. No. So the angels are the meaningful side of the universe, which has no matter. So they circulate with the speed of spirit from the throne to the earth. It means receive the command from God, immediately execute it on earth, for example, or in the universe, material beings. So with the speed of spirit. Now, ordinary man with the speed of imagination. Saints with the speed of lightning. Angels with the speed of spirit. Lightning, takes only as much as the light is, light can travel fast. Something they say is 6,000 something. I don't know the numbers. I don't care. Very, very fast. But with the speed of spirit, the spirit, if it is a conscious, unpolluted spirit, it can be in the presence of God with its potentiality. We should not confuse. I haven't developed it and turned all the potentials in me into practice. That is why I cannot really do this, because potential is there, but I'm not using it. But if the angels are qualified to use their potentials fully, they can travel with the speed of spirit and be in one instant in the presence of God, receiving the command. It means really God has no location. It means understanding, realizing, being aware of. So they travel this speed. So all right. And like the people of paradise, another example, the people of paradise will rise to paradise from the resurrection with the speed of Burak. Burak is the word which has the same root with berk, which means lightning, through a distance greater than 500 years. That's what the description of Quran about paradise and description of the prophet about paradise. It means, 5 years in our calculation, in 500 years. in our culture, it means something huge speed. We cannot imagine. Of a certainty, the body of Muhammad, alayhi salatu wasalam, not only the mind, not only the heart, but not only the spirit, all the examples were this. So not only the people who are given paradise, as soon as they die, they find themselves in paradise. The believers, perfect believers. Inshallah, let's pray that we will be one of them. Inshallah. Now, very hard says the realization of the creator of anything is achieving based on one's needs, how needy I am. Now, the more we realize, more we realize we are needy creatures, so the more become aware that everything is provided by the creator, by someone and not by me, that satisfy my needs. So now the problem for the people that the body of Muhammad, the body of Muhammad went through with his elevated spirit, together with his spirit, as far as the divine throne. Now, somebody asked me, how can I believe Ascension, which goes against the law of gravity? If you think that as we are subject to the law of gravity, but neglect that, how the universe is created in such a way that we say there is a principle of gravity, we call it, that everything is created in such a way that they attract each other. So the atoms have this power, and are created with the power to attract its electrons and whatever the physical structure of it, that the physicists describe it, I don't know, but doesn't matter. At the end, we experience that the matter attracts the other matter. That is how it is. So it goes against this law of gravity, this person said. I remember that, and I thought, look, I talk in this way, whether it was reasonable or not. The one who created the universe in such a way that we say there is law of gravity, of course, this is the way the things are created. So we have to be careful what we are talking about. The one who creates, in quote unquote, the law of gravity, or creates the universe within a principle, rule of attracting matter, creating the matter with the rule of this principle of attracting each other, is the one who took the body of Muhammad, not he himself, but the Muhammad himself traveled with his own capacity to seven or all layers of the universe and be present or be ready in the presence of the creator. Of course, not exactly physically seeing the essence of God, which is impossible, but realization of the qualities of the creator at the humanly highest possibility, highest humanly possible degree of realization. And this realization took place with physical being as well. Why? because we have to understand this. These are sensitive subjects, actually. People confuse. I mean, I used to confuse as well. I say, oh, this, I don't understand this ascension, how miracle it, which kind of miracle it is. Don't forget about it. I don't understand. But after studying several times these texts, and it becomes a bit familiar for me that I become a bit familiar for me that it is possible. I mean, why not? Because the way the Quran says, Subhanalladhi esra bi'abdihi. What does it mean? He took for a night journey uh, uh, his abd, Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, through bodily journey and also together with his spirit. Because the body is nothing if there is no spirit in it. So what we do, actually, we communicate with the universe with our bodily relationship, and our spirit recognizes it. First of all, we know that it is not the eye, physical eye sees, but the human capacity of power of sight uses the material eye and sees it. So, as a human being, angels are not material beings, so don't confuse. Human beings are created with the material side as well as their spiritual qualities, all the qualities of their spirit. So my power of I can only operate through using the material existence of I. And also, for example, my power of taste only operates through physical existence of my tongue or one mouth, my mouth. I need to exercise, practice with my spirit only through following the body or using the body, not following, it was wrong. Using the bodily means. So if the creator of universe wants one of his most appropriate humanly possible level of realization of his reality, whom humanly possible. So he took his prophet, his person who is going to appoint him as a messenger. Of course, the Ascension represents going and experiencing the manifestations of all layers of the names of the qualities, the names of God, qualities of God. Experience it. How? Only spirit cannot be the prophet. Why? The prophet will receive the message and physically put it into practice. So his body also needs to experience this. So his body also taken with it, because without the body, spirit cannot function. That is how I am created. So not only spirit, not only body, but together with the spirit, bodily journey is realized by the one who creates the universe with kun fayakun. So creates the miracles, all the miracles of the prophets with his power to create with kun fayakun principles, be and it is principles. The whole universe is continuously created with the principle of kun fayakun, be and it is. Every time it is changing, even we don't know that it is renewed, because there is no time gap that we can experience it. But we see that continuous changing, continuous creation is taking place in the universe. So the one who does this says, I enabled him to do this. It means I took him for a night journey. Esra bi abdihi. The Quran doesn't say Sara abduhu. No, he didn't do it himself. He took it. So as we attribute this Ascension event as a miraculous creation of the Creator, it doesn't take even an instant. Instant is fixed. Less than an instant. Less than an instant. Why? The manifestation of the absolute cannot be limited with time and space. So think about it in terms of the capacity of the quality, power of the Creator, absolute power. He took it. So it is nonsense to talk about the time period for it. In a second, no, second is a huge time period. In a second, how many universes have been, we cannot count, repeatedly renewed. Similar, but not exactly the same. We have to understand this bodily ascension or the miraculous creation of ascension in terms of absolute quality of God. There will be no problem. And then the prophet has been taken to a journey by the creator of the universe bodily. Why not? His body is created by him instantly, changing. But any reason, sound reason, cannot object it if they understand that the universe is created by an absolute being. But if someone doesn't think that the universe is created by an absolute being, maybe the creator, this creator of the universe has created it and initiated and left it on its own, then it is impossible to claim that a person has been taken to a journey which took place in an instant throughout the whole universe, means all the layers of manifestations of the qualities in physical terms as well, because we are human beings. If we don't see the manifestations, experience the manifestations of the qualities of the Creator, we cannot recognize the Creator, let alone be in His presence. Impossible. Let alone be in His presence. But there will be no even mention, the way of mentioning the Creator at all. Excellent way of understanding the now nature of ascension. So I'm reading from here. For the body of Muhammad والسلام, was the treasury of the faculties of the spirit of Muhammad والسلام. Treasury of the faculties. What does it mean? Like chest, no, chest, a box, and full of treasures or these precious stones. Body is the chest, the box, and precious stones in it, treasury in it, jewelry in it, the qualities of God manifested in it with the representation of spirit from God, because the human spirit from God consists of all the names of the Creator, so that we human beings can use with our free will to discover it as much as we want. Some people don't want at all. Some people want only, from time to time, reflect on the things. When they eat the banana, they say, Alhamdulillah, God created it good. Yep, that's right. It is created. The name of creator, Khaliq, manifested in it. But some people go deeper, deeper, deeper, what we have been studying. So, and the and the means for the performance of its duties through body as well, which is light and has the characteristics of light, is subtler than the hearts of the saints, more insubstantial. It means not material, immaterial, I would call it. Insubstantial may be misunderstood. And then the spirits of the dead body. Spirit is now isolated from the body. So when we die, and the bodies of the angels, of course, it's not physical bodies of the angels. So angelic side of the universe has no body, but they manifest themselves in a bodily form that I can really use, benefit from it, understand the meaning they carried in the existence of this matter or material beings, and more ethereal than the astral bodies, cosmic bodies, let's go, and subtle bodies. So we should understand that the miraculous occasion of ascension is narrated to us in order to realize that the bodily practices of the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam is trained, educated by God during, represented in the miracle of ascension. We have to understand that, he did this way. None of my business. It is the historical. It took place within a certain cultural environment. And my cultural environment has nothing to do with it. No, it has the quality which is applicable to your time, because his mission is, we studied before, to represent a message from the Creator, the all-encompassing message from the Creator that includes all the messages that the previous prophets have been received. Each of these messages that the previous prophets received represent one main manifestation of God's names, which is called, for them, this is the greatest name of God in their age to be realized. Now the Prophet Muhammad, والسلام, is a concluding representative of the concluding of the previous messages, all the names, and presenting to us in the form of the Quran, because he has received it from God, introducing God as the Rabbul Alameen. It means the owner and sustainer, creator, maintainer, whatever you call it, taking care of the whole universe, each of which needs his absolute qualities manifested in its existence. So the message introduces us as وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى sorry وَلِلَّهِ إِسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا. It's endless, endless. As the beautiful verse at the end of the section Hashr of the Quran, it is very interesting that you can study it. Section Hashr. Hashr is what was it? The number of the section, the sequence of the section. I don't remember, but 79 or 76 or somewhere around there. Anyways, you can just check internet. It knows much better than I do. So, Hashir, the last sentence. Huwallahu alladhi, sorry. Huwallahu al-bari, Huwallahu al-khaliq, al-khaliq, al-bari, al-musawwir. Now, creates, gives a new original existence to the universe at any time, or with body, original existence to everything at any time, el-musawwir, and gives a special characteristic form of existence to every being in the universe, peculiar to its existence, specially created each being in the universe. It's unimaginable because we cannot imagine absolute. And continues like this and says, Lahul Asma'ul Husna. Whatever the manifestations of the qualities you can find in each being of the universe or in the entire existence of the universe, all these qualities belong to him, and they are all God's names. All the qualities. Those study all different disciplines of sciences, all, including social sciences. What they find out, some qualities manifested in the existence of the things within their own area, own field of discipline. All of them all together, you can imagine, all of them are not nothing but studying the manifestations of the names of qualities of God in existence. So, Lahul Asma'ul Husna. All the names, qualities they found out in the existence of the things, whatever the area they are interested in, all of them together. So they are all these qualities belong to him. So how can I understand that all the names belong to him? Because يُسَبِّحُ لَهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Yeah, it was wrong. يُسَبِّحُ لَهُ السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضِ. So everything, samawat art represents whole universe. The whole universe declares his qualities in a perfect way. Yusabbihu is declaring the perfection of the creation in everything. Yeah. 59, correct. 59, 24, last verse of the section Hashr. So this is one. So if you want to see the manifestations, endless manifestations of the Creator's qualities, study the universe. Everything really declares the perfection of their creator, qualities of their creator. So we are here. I think in great detail, this interesting paragraph here, we shared something. Inshallah, it was useful, not waste of time. Now, that is interesting how we could present this subject to a person who is described it as atheist, but we said atheist is not the right person, the right word for it. Atheist means completely denies that there is no such a creator at all. Everything is as it is, happens by itself. Crazy idea. Nowadays, it is famous. I say even the Pharaoh is the one who is represented in the Quran, the worst man on earth, said, I am God, but what's God? Not the creator of the universe. No, owner of the land of Egypt. I mean, he was arrogant, declaring his divine quality, but only within the limitations of uh, the owner of the land of Egypt, which he didn't create. He found already existing when he was born, and after he died, the land is still there. He disappeared from the existence on the surface of the earth, globe of earth. So, I mean, that crazy man is represented in the Quran as the worst man. Now, how about the atheist scientists now? What are they doing? They say the whole universe owns by its own matter. Every matter is a creator. Everything in the universe is a creator. It has the quality of creatorship. It means they are existing by themselves. Of course, it is a complete nonsense idea, because if something is the creator, it means brings something into existence without having prior existence. It means he is creating something, or it is creating something with will, because there is nothing to be used as a material. So it means it wills to exist by itself. Crazy. And if it has this power to create, it wills the whole universe to create, to exist. So every particle will be God's. Or they are crazy. It is obvious that they are all given existence by an absolute being. Each being cannot be absolute and at the same time restricted within the order of the universe, and have to obey. Each being has to obey the order of the universe. Self-contradictory from every aspect. This trash idea is represented with the word atheist. So here the person is a reasonable person, but couldn't use his reason on the straight path. While he is reasoning, he deviated from the right path. And now the author says, let's speak to this reasonable man, but deviated from the right path. Let's help him to come back to the right path. Mulhid means this. So the one who deviates, ilhad. We talked about it, I think, prior to today's discussion. So it comes to mind that because he is not, he is he's speaking to a person who is deviated in his way of sound reasoning. So he said, no, this man must be thinking in his mind that he would think of saying, no, I don't recognize God, really. And I don't know the Prophet, ﷺ, who this man is. I don't know. I don't care. How could I believe in Ascension? This event took place. To which the author says we would reply as follows, because these people think in this way. Come on, even I don't know whether the universe is a creator or not, but something strange here. And prophet, what is prophet? Everyone is human being. That's it. Equal human beings. So he said, let's read this one paragraph as an introduction to this new way of explaining ascension to get our minds ready. Okay, I will read it. Since the universe and beings exist, they exist. We cannot deny that I exist here. And within them are acts and creation. I mean, within their existence, there is something going on. Creation means something is brought into existence, and these some things are moving, changing. There are acts in it, actions in it. And since an orderly act, which is, for example, in the existence of everything, the act is not chaotic, orderly. In my existence, in the existence of everything I see, they are not chaotic beings. They are perfectly existing within a perfect order. Cannot occur disorder, cannot occur this action, creation, and bringing into existence, coming into existence, cannot occur without an author, without an source of existence. If they exist, there must be a cause for its existence. We cannot say that the cause of existence of something is another cause of existence of another thing is within the universe, because everything has the same quality. How did they come into existence? There must be, each of them must have a cause to exist. So we cannot really relate it to one matter to another matter, but all the other matter, whatever you are talking about, needs to be brought into existence as well. So there must be an agent, let's call it. But the translation said author, I would say agent. There must be an agent. A meaningful book cannot be without a scribe. Now, using the simple examples, and a skillful embroidery, a beautiful embroidery, it cannot be without an embroiderer, somebody drawing it, making it look beautiful. The purposeful acts which fill the universe, everything has a purpose, uh, fulfilling a function in the universe, surely have an author. It must have an agent. That this blind nature, blind matter, this blind matter is going to fulfill a perfect duty. So it must have an agent who creates and employs this matter uh, with no quality of itself in the position that it will function there perfectly. And the meaningful letters and amazing embroideries which cover the face of the earth, trees, plants, animals, all of them, especially the animate beings, all over the world. If you go and see any earth, piece of earth, we will find some living creatures in it. This is just everywhere and are renewed from season to season. At least for a simple uh, consider, uh, consideration, for a simple seeing it, season by season, we see the change. Although the change takes really day by day, but the author of this book is taking the most obvious, everybody sees and cannot deny. Winter is completely different. The existence in winter, in the season winter, is completely different from the existence of everything during summer. Then this kind of letters and embroideries which we observe over the face of the earth must have a scribe an embroiderer. It means an agent who writes it and who decorates it. Must have one. So I think this introduction is enough. Time is up. And inshallah, we can stop here and continue next time as the part, the note for Asim. Asim is still with us, I bet. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Asim, you see it, eh?
Yes, I'm here, Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Page, sorry, part. What, when are you going to have this section 31? Sorry, 31, 31, 23. Yep.
Inshallah.
Okay. 4. It is ready for you next time. Inshallah. Inshallah. If we are all given opportunity and time. Inshallah. Here we go. Everything is ready for you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد